Welcome to Science Easy Tech channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about methods of teaching and group discussion method in detail. So this topic is from the subject Communication and Education Technology. This video will be useful for Bsc Nursing students, post-basic Bsc Nursing students and students who are studying MSc Nursing. Before moving on to the topic, if you are new to Science Easy Tech channel, just take a moment to subscribe our channel and also to press the notification bell icon in order to get connected with our latest updates. Let's move on to the topic. So there are various methods of teaching like lecture method, demonstration method, group discussion, seminar, symposium, panel discussion, role play, project, field trip, workshop, exhibition, programmed instruction, computer assisted learning, micro teaching, problem based learning, self instructional module and simulation. So we will see each topic in detail in each separate videos. In this video, as I have told earlier, we are going to discuss about group discussion only. So what is group discussion? The term group discussion stands for the discussion which is going to be held within a group. So the group members, they will be interchanging their ideas. The group discussion may be between students or among employees or among faculty members or teachers. Organizational procedure. So here the teacher is going to be the leader because of his status, function and responsibilities. She will guide the group. So the group discussion will be held in 3 stages and or steps which we will be discussing now. So first stage is planning and setting stage, second stage active, democratic and useful, and third is the evaluating the outcome. So in planning and setting, so what topic you are going to discuss and in which setting you are going to discuss, that has to be planned ahead. Next is active, democratic and useful discussion, that is the actual part of discussion, and finally it comes the evaluation of the outcome. Next, general instruction, what you have to follow when you are doing a group discussion. Speak clearly, concisely. Don't have too much of lengthy conversations. Be very precise in your conversation. So speak clearly and concisely and do not repeat yourself. The same thing again and again, don't tell. Speak audibly, okay? You do not, if you do not understand anything, clarify it in a polite manner. Ask them to clarify. So if something, whatever they are discussing, if it is not understood by you, so ask them politely so that they will be clarifying it. Have to speak in a proper tone or polite tone or humble tone. Don't be too harsh. So if you do not speak in an intelligent manner, others will be thinking that you don't have adequate knowledge or you are unintelligent. So if the statement has to be disagreed, so don't argue. Instead of that, discuss in a tactful manner or disagree the statement in a tactful manner. Avoid using technical terms. If the other members in the group, they do not understand what you are talking, better to avoid technical terms. And cultural background of individual will also play a role, how they speak. Cultural background, the culture, everything you have to consider in a group discussion, because this may also influence the way how people from different cultures will be speaking. So the advantages: active participation of students. So all students will be actively participating. So it will be a motivation for group activities and cooperative tasks. Suppose if you are giving any group activity or any assignments, so that time all the students will be sitting together as a group and they will be discussing who has to do which thing, so that group cooperation and team building, it will be there. Next, motivates to listen, but at the same time you can speak like a leader also. So you can listen and you can speak also. So when others are speaking, you can listen, and if you want to convey your ideas, you also can convey like a leader. Students develop critical thinking. So critical thinking, abstract thinking, analyzing, synthesizing, evaluating, inferring, problem solving, all these techniques they will be able to develop. it teaches students not to accept any idea blindly. So whatever if some others are taking, you should not consider it blindly. Instead of that, what you have to do, so you should not you should analyze it. Okay, you should think about it, analyze it, evaluate it, whether it is applicable or not. So in all aspects you have to think and you have to come to a solution. So these are all the advantages. What are all the advantages? Active participation of students, motivate students for group activities and cooperative tasks, motivates to listen, but at the same time you can speak like a leader, as I have told earlier. Students develop critical thinking, analyzing, synthesizing, evaluating, inferring and problem solving activities, etc. It teaches students not to accept any idea blindly. So disadvantages, group discussion may go out of track. Okay, sometimes no, some people will be talking out of track. They will not cover the main point. Instead of that, they will discuss some issues whichever is not of topic of interest. So it requires more space than lecture. So it requires more space, time consuming than lecture method. So it is difficult to monitor the progress of many small groups. So much small groups, one class if it is divided into 10-12 groups means it is very difficult for the teacher to discuss to monitor the groups progress. When dominant members are not controlled, it can affect the other members' participation. See, one student may be over dominant and he used to control the other groups, so the other members will be very passive. Only one member will be very active. If others are very passive means, or if the member is dominating means, others may not come out with their ideas. So this you have to see to it, and you have to control the dominant person. Otherwise it will end up with uncooperativeness in the group, which can affect the group team work. So these are the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Group discussion may go out of track. It requires more space than lecture. It is time consuming. It is difficult to monitor the progress of many small groups. When dominant members are not controlled, it can affect the other member participation. So these are the disadvantages. So now we have discussed about group discussion. So what are the steps in group discussion, and finally the advantages and disadvantages. So once again we will see the steps in group discussion: planning and setting, active, democratic and useful, and finally evaluating the outcomes. So these three steps you have to keep in mind when you are going to have a group discussion. And mainly the communication skill is very important. The way how you are going to convey your messages, the tone what you are going to use, everything is going to count a lot in having a successful group discussion. And always don't be too dominant or too passive in the group. So you also has to contribute your ideas in the group, so that successfully you can have a group discussion, you can find solutions to problems, you can do group assignments, everything. Hope this video is clear for you all. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel. My previous videos link I have given in description box, suggested end card and iCards, or you can watch our channel playlist for more nursing related videos as well as videos related to intermediate science subjects. Thank you friends. Keep supporting to Science Easy Tech channel.